In a new Access to Information return about Joshua Boyle's visit to the Prime Minister's office, we uncovered the changing priorities of the Foreign Affairs Ministry when it comes to kidnapped Canadians. A judge in Ottawa has just acquitted former Taliban hostage Joshua Boyle of 19 charges prosecutors alleged he had committed against his American-born wife. The charges stemmed from a time after the couple were rescued and had subsequently returned to Canada in late 2017. The pair had been held in captivity for 5 years by Taliban-linked terrorists after being abducted while on what's been described as a backpacking trip through Afghanistan. The 19 charges Boyle was acquitted of included sexual assault, unlawful confinement, and harassment. The judge in the trial said that both Boyle and his wife, Caitlin Coleman, were unreliable. Now, Boyle was also married into the Omar Khadr family. His first wife was Omar's sister Zainab, who counted Osama bin Laden as a wedding guest at one of her other marriages. Now, at Rebel News, we have been investigating how this couple with their strange backstory and troubled history came to be invited into the Prime Minister's office for a bizarre pre-Christmas photo opportunity in 2017. We filed a series of access to information requests with the Prime Minister's office and the Privy Council office to see how this meeting came to be and if any security concerns were ever expressed by those around the Prime Minister. And often, when we ask these sorts of questions, we get details back about other issues that we didn't even know we were looking for. Today is one of those times. In this 238-page Access to Information document package, we uncovered Foreign Affairs Minister Chrystia Freeland's office changing talking points to reflect the government's priorities, or I guess lack thereof, when dealing with Canadian hostages. It's utterly mind-boggling, and it's here on page 238. Freeland's office removed the talking point about how terrorist kidnappings are a government priority. Just look at what has been stricken out from Freeland's official prepared responses for media inquiries. Terrorist hostage cases are treated as a priority, and resources are mobilized accordingly with dedicated experts. The Government of Canada strives to work as closely as it can with families to assist them during these trying ordeals. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police and Global Affairs Canada work together to provide advice, support, and updates to hostage families over the course of a case, mindful of Canadian law and Canada's international legal obligations. Canada regularly reviews its practices and procedures in complex cases such as these with an eye to identifying areas for improvement. Recent efforts have included interviews with family members as well as consultations with close international partners and other experts on best practices in supporting hostage families. All of that completely removed, leaving just a skeleton response assuring the public the Canadian government, quote, takes hostage takings of its citizens very seriously, and that in all hostage cases, Canada works closely with foreign authorities and its allies at every level to free Canadians and bring them home. Now, let me be clear. I'm really only speculating here, but I think it is the implication that hostage takings are done by terrorists that the Foreign Affairs Ministry was apprehensive about. They removed all references to terrorism or terrorists. I suppose to acknowledge terrorism as a threat would mean the Liberals might actually have to do something about it. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn of Rebel. Friends, it's the Christmas season. Why don't you give yourself or someone you love the gift of the other side of the story? Just go to premium.rebelnews.com to treat yourself to a Rebel Premium subscription to get access to all of our paywalled content.